You got your volume turned up? Oh no, I started another one. I can't just restart that one. Ow, ow. Ouch! I can't even see it. Yeah, there's one person on here. Okay. Who is that? There. This is what you're doing. I had it going before and had to end it. Now they can hear me. Said you couldn't hear before. Ouch. Okay. Can't really keep doing it like that. There. Look. That is Jackie. This is Princess. Can't y'all find some toys? Find some toys? Okay. Hey, Josh. Okay. So now you can hear me, right? I don't know why we couldn't hear me before. Probably because the minute I said that I wasn't allowed to go live for a while, they probably cut it off. Let's see if it happens again. But anyways, I got to do it because they're going to leave me. On Saturday, they are 8 weeks old. And one of them has already went home. And now I'm trying to get all my time in with them as much as I can. Just for me. I'm sure they're fine. Okay, and this whole fighting, all of this nonsense, it says that it's good for them to do this. Watch, we like to do this. As soon as you lay something down, they all have to go get on top of it. That's just water that's spilled. All right, so we'll lay this down like I want it to be laid down nice, and I don't want them on it. Reminds me of cats. Well, only one got on it. That's Violet. Violet, quit being so mean. Violet, quit being so mean. She's always losing her collar. I wonder why. We went outside and ate supper. They eat 3 times a day now. They're supposed to have a cup to a cup and a third a day. Stop. You're going to tear holes in my jeans. And don't let this scare you. I shouldn't be sitting in the middle of 10 puppies. None of this would be happening if I wasn't. This is Rose. And nobody wants her. Nobody wants Rose yet. And she's so sweet. Not really. The girls are like the roughest. The boys are the sweetest. Ow. Because he's the lazy one. The most laid back. Everybody wants to know who's the most laid back whenever. Well, my sister does because she might get one. No, you're not having my Diet Pepsi. Ouch. Oh. Nobody wants to see me. Hi, Kathy. They are so beautiful. They're even more beautiful when they're sleeping. Josh, look at your feller over here. Going outside wears him out. So, mommy was a 30-pound red baby, F1B, but she turned this color, which I have read now that they fade a bit, and then she darkened back up while she was pregnant, maybe from hormones and stuff. And daddy was a black lab. A black golden doodle. His name is Dax. And he sends over vegetables for mommy to eat because while she was nursing, um, we fed her salmon and green beans and pumpkin. They said pumpkin was really good. Then I went and got her bones because bone marrow is supposed to be really good. Look at what they're doing. It's hard to even think. But they said that you keep them till they're 8 weeks old because the litter will, their litter mates will help discipline them. I don't see how much discipline's going on. I guess if right there, like if one bites, who are you? Puddle. If one bites Puddle too hard, he goes crazy. Puddle is going to my grandson, and he is going to have 6 cats in the house that he goes to, and a 9-year-old boy and a 4-year-old little girl, Ada. So maybe he is going to need to be tough because the mommy is scared to death of the cats. Golden doodles, labs. Oh, Shih Tzu. I like Shih Tzus. I had one years ago. It was my little baby. I was so proud of myself. I had when I was a teenager. The family I stayed with a lot had a Shih Tzu, and they named him Hercules, but they called him Doofus. And those are my Walmart socks. Don't be tearing them up. But he was so cute. I love all dogs too. Oh, thank you, Heather. Have a Merry Christmas. You and my snow puppies, I know. Do you? They still like we were out there today, and I fed them outside, and I wish I hadn't because I took them outside 6 times today because I wanted to take them out for shorter periods because it was so cold. But then they run from us and don't want to come in, and they're playing with the trees, they're biting on branches. That is Puddle and who? Princess. Yep, Puddle and Princess. So Princess is going to a friend I had in high school that I really like, and I think they already have one doodle, and I know she has grandbabies, I think, now. So Princess is going to have the best little house. And Lightning right here is going to have 2 brothers, and his mommy is seriously dog crazy. She's like a 3rd grade teacher, too. So, how perfect is that? And they're getting Lightning. This is Lightning. See how fluffy he is? Look at that. And then this is Violet. She has more of the poodle face because you really don't know how they're going to come out. This is a black golden doodle that's fluffy, curly, fluffy, but Josh brushes him all the time, the daddy. So he's a big fluff ball. And then mommy, I have Heidi, and she has a lot of curls. You'll see her in a little bit. Hey! I'm going to have new slippers, okay? We're going to make Papa buy me new slippers because what y'all are doing. Yes. But like I said, what is today? Monday? Next Monday, I won't be here with all these puppies. Oh my gosh, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. I'll still have you, Jackie, because nobody wants you. You were a teacher and you love dogs. I know. Well, see, it takes a special kind of person to be a teacher, especially with little kids. It's just totally different. I'm a secretary. I've been in the all the schools. I was even in the bad school, like where kids got sent that got in a lot of trouble, and I love those kids. But I mean the pure good energy from little children, little ones like kindergarten, first grade, second, third. It's amazing. Probably a lot like dogs. But I can never control a classroom. Because I play and I'm a secretary, so I don't have to. But anytime I've went in and like tried to help a teacher, I realized that I played too much because they didn't want to listen to me. 40 years. Oh my gracious. Was it high school or was it elementary school? West is in fourth grade, and his teacher shows the class some of these YouTube videos, and they love. Okay, elementary school is the best, the best. I told her I would bring him in for show and tell, but I'm not sure. This would probably make the class erupt in chaos. I know she had chickens there one year, but yeah, the little kids. You're a good soul for taking care of little kids. Basically, I mean, really, the kids are with you nowadays. I hate to say it, but more than their parents. Can you check on Thunder? Like, hold him? Bothers me because he's a big old boy. Is he biggest? No, Jack or uh, Canute is the biggest. I think Canute got the biggest because I named him Canute. Oh, Canute's back here sleeping too. They need their rest more because they're growing. Look, look, look here. Mm-hmm. This is the biggest. Oh, and he's so good. Ouch. Okay, we need a toy. We need a toy. Look, the two biggest boys down there sleeping. You know what they say, all these people working out. You need your rest, you need your rest, you need your rest. Hey, Shelly. Yeah, I bet you did feel like mommy because you do love them. And in elementary school, you're with the same ones every single day. Like when I was at the first time I worked, I was at an inner city elementary school. I had to drive. Went from being at a doctor's office that I didn't go to work till 10, but stayed till 7 to elementary school. But I would get up in the morning and I would think, well, if little, Kinsley can get up and be there, then I need to be there too. We even had a little boy that would come to the office and call his mom to make sure she got up, that he was able to walk to school. They're just, I don't know. You're a little, no. No, y'all need to settle down. That was on video. It's embarrassing. Nobody wants to see that. Did you see him? That's enough. That was not okay. That's not okay. Yeah. You're not allowed to fight on YouTube. Dog fights are not allowed. Can you get us a toy or something? No, I don't. Scrunchy. So let me tell you about having puppies. I don't have puppies. I'm not a breeder. So Heidi is 4 years old, and a friend of mine, their dog passed away from a tumor that they got from me 10 years ago. I had a Labradoodle that got pregnant with a Australian Shepherd, and at the time I did not know that those are called Aussie Doodles. But anyways, so they were devastated, and it was this summer, and I said, okay, if you'll help me letting her find a guy, because that part's hard. Like, I don't want to just send her somewhere where she doesn't like him, doesn't know him. I don't know. I was always afraid, like, what if something happens to her in pregnancy and in childbirth, all because I got her pregnant on purpose. But so my brother-in-law has Dykes, and Heidi knows Dykes, and Dykes has always liked Heidi. And I love Dykes, and he was a sweet little baby boy. He's a really good dog. So then Josh said that he would like to have a puppy because Dax is getting older and Dax is just there by himself. And so Heidi went to stay all night. And then this is what they did. They had a romantic weekend and it worked. She liked him because they say if she doesn't like him, nobody, we're not going to make any dogs do something like that. Okay, so it was done. So then everything was fine until she started getting really big and pregnant. And then I started getting really scared. And then I started asking questions on TikTok, which I wish I hadn't because people scared me to death. They were talking about he was only 5 pounds bigger than her, and one lady was like, you should never do that. The dad should always be smaller. She could have a hard time delivering. I was just worried. And she was pretty much having a hard time. She was heavy. She was big. She didn't know what had happened to her. She couldn't chase the ball like she used to, and she loved chasing the ball. But and then she had him, and it was like the sweetest, most wonderful. Well, the birth. I've talked about it on here before. Um, she didn't. She was kind of freaked out. She kept jumping up on the couch. She kept picking up the first one, which is him, the runt, and like she would, uh, she would leave him on the floor and then picked him up and put him on the couch and then picked him up, put him back down on the floor. And then she went to have another one and she jumped up on the couch beside me. And I was just kind of thinking, okay, dogs know what they're doing. I'm not going to interfere. I'm not going to be that kind of person. And that puppy died. And it never moved. I looked right at it, had its little hands up on its face. And it never moved. It was still in the sack. Got the sack open. He still never moved. He was blonde. He was big. And I thought, oh, something must have been wrong with him because he was so much bigger than Doc, than the little tiny one. And then my daughter got up. Well, she was already up then. And then the next time Heidi went to panting and all that, she was in her doggy bed, and Audrey sat down on the floor and held her and then forced her head over to chew open to just kind of help her, gave her leverage, like pushed her back so she could chew them open. And then, she licks and the dogs comes out moving and gets right on there to nurse everything. And see, Doc didn't do that. Doc didn't know he was, we're like 3 hours since he's been born. And I put him on the breast because I knew he needed the nurse. He was just tiny. And then she had a black one. She just got on a roll then. And then we were watching my grandson play baseball on the TV, and my other daughter came, the mommy of Quest, Stormy. And so Quest is up to bat on Game Changer on the big TV. Heidi's on the floor on her doggy bed. And all of a sudden, Stormy's like, oh shit, there's a baby hanging out. And there was a baby hanging out. And then she got up and ran around the coffee table, and the sack was just swinging back and forth. And you could see the dog claw, and it's trying to claw its way out. I quit videoing because that second one passed away, and I was like, I'm not going to video. Maybe I shouldn't be videoing this. And so it was clawing his way out, which made me feel better because I think maybe the other one had already passed away before it was born. And then after that, they all come out fighting their way out. And then they just kept coming until she had 12 puppies and she had one pass away. This was the first blonde one born, and I'm telling you, she was bald. Even now, she doesn't have a lot of hair up there, but she does have curly hair. See how wild the girls are? Y'all like Diet Pepsi? That's how big Lightning is. And he's soft as could be. Like, he's not thick. He just looks really, really big. Because this one actually weighs, who is this? Not you. Canute down there. He weighs more and doesn't look as big. Right? Okay, we got two ready to go to sleep. We have Thunder already sleeping. He's been asleep since we came in. It's 19 degrees outside. And they ate and they played. So the two biggest ones went to sleep first, which is interesting. And then Petal and Princess are probably the twins. They come out like twins. This one really super curly. And this one really super curly. See? Except for he has a white spot. And ChatGPT said he'll keep that white spot. Her twin already went home with his mommy and a 9-year-old little boy and a 15-year-old girl, and their dog had passed away. And they were really worried about getting another dog because they loved her. They were like so heartbroken. But she decided on getting a boy so that it would be different. And he has this that white down him like Princess has. Who is that? Be nice, Puddle. Sonny boy. Questa's dogs are the roughest, that's fine. They're gonna have to be rough. Ouch. They're not into it. Oh, does anybody have any questions? Or do you want me to just be quiet, quit talking? So today we went to the feed store and got their food. Chris went and bought food one day and got that science diet food, and all the dogs love it. Wonder what'll happen if I just let them go. You getting tired of it? Josh sent a clapping seal. You know, Josh, you got one of the biggest dogs. Thunder is number 2 on big. This is Lightning, Mr. Cuttlebug. But the good thing is you don't have. Look at all of you all on dog. No. No. That's not okay. When you hear that squeal, it means somebody's hurting. Are you okay? George Washington? 3 or 4 of them. All of these. Yeah. Doc is 3.8 pounds. Look at this. He is 3.8 pounds. And he is 8 pounds. And he is 8 pounds, 2 ounces. Yes, he is. So, what do you think? You gonna take care of Doc? That's right. No, Violet, we're not talking to you right now. You've had plenty of attention. Can I have a free dog? I wish you could have a free dog. That's what I was gonna say. I have spent, I'm not kidding. This is like I would have made more, of course, working my full-time job. after I paid for dog food. They're at about $10 a day. And that's not the expensive dog food. That's science, diet science. I don't buy that. Chris bought that. Look, I woke him up. Thunder, we probably need you to make everybody be good. Because they're all being crazy. Okay. That's Lightning. That's Sunny Boy. I have to get up, so I'm not. Look at Crazy Eyes. Look at him. He looks like a bat right now. Quest has to have him. Okay. Okay, let's see who this is. This is my sweet boy. I already know. Somehow they don't ever get in fights with you, though, Jackie. I woke him up, and now they're down here, and it's crazy. Canute, tell him to behave. Tell him. Quest, Chris, will you go let Heidi out? Maybe they'll be better. Look at that. Look at his little paws. Look at that. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. We fed him with a dropper every 2 hours on day 3. Audrey was like, she said, let me try to save him every 3 hours. And I don't really know. You think he'll get as big as everybody else? Good night, Kathy. They are a lot. I don't want to say on here because I don't want YouTube to get mad at me. Like I'm. Huh? You already told him? Oh, okay. Look, that's Mommy. And that's Aunt Sadie. Aunt Sadie hasn't helped any except for she got. Look what they do. They chase her all around this thing. Right now, they go outside to potty and they all do it. They only use those pads at night. They sleep about 8 to 10 hours inside. But about a week ago, I didn't think I could do it anymore. Heidi was only nursing them like twice a day. Well, 2 weeks ago was when 2.5. I was like, I can't. I got up in the morning. They're supposed to poop 3 times a day, so that's 33 turds a day. So I started taking them outside. I'd rather take them outside, let them get some fresh air, get out of here. Hi, Danny. They're going to get about 30 pounds probably. There's Mommy. And I'm sitting down on the floor. And she's fluffy right now. If all that hair is cut off of her, she's not so fluffy. And she's been fed like a king for 2 months. Like a king. I mean, chicken, steak, salmon, tuna. Yeah, they had salmon and veggies tonight. How'd they like that? Yeah. See, at least they're not fighting because they're watching Mommy. I'm from West Virginia. West Virginia. Then I lived in South Carolina. And then I lived in Ohio. I lived in Florida. But I was in West Virginia until I was 17. And then I came back when I was 34. It's 19 degrees here. We've had snow. We've had so much snow this December. It's not normal at all. But anyways, back to my meltdown. I really was struggling. I was almost ready to just like see if people wanted them because I didn't think I could do it. Audrey wasn't here. I have to pick them up 2 at a time to take them outside. And I do that 3 to 4 times a day. And then putting the pads down, getting the food, because I'm not that person. I don't buy like the big bag of dog food. So that was dumb. I should have. The day I went and bought 3 bags of dog food and a big old thing of wipes, it was it was kind of like relieved me. I don't know why I didn't do that before. But I started talking to GPT and I was like, how am I going to survive? And it said, get a schedule, do it 3 times a day, potty, because I was saying what I was doing, potty, go outside, and playtime, give them their water, and then just do it 3 times a day. Because I would sit in there and feel bad, like, oh, they're bored to death. They want to go outside. They don't want to be in here. And then I separated and made a small pen in the bedroom, and I started bringing some in, thinking, because they cried. Like if they were not together, they cried, and I thought they're going to cry when they're new parents. So I was bringing in 4 into the spare bedroom and trying to get them used to the living room and peeing on the pad in the living room, or knowing, like watching them, so I'd take them outside to go to the bathroom. So I was doing that on all the spare time. Besides washing, I had a lot of towels in here. And ChatGPT said make it real, like basically said leave half of the floor open and then half with the potty pad. But we've got this right here. Ordered off of Amazon. It's waterproof. So is this one. This one dries quicker. That's just water from the water bowl. Because when they're acting like this, they don't care. They knock everything over. This is Canute, the king. Can you make everybody be good? Mommy, we don't want you to leave. Come on. We don't want you to go. Did you eat the dog food? Did you eat their dog food? I'll let you watch her. Heidi, where's your ball? Where's your ball, Heidi? The only 3 that played with the ball were all 3 girls. And Heidi loves a ball. Oh, that was the other thing. She had 9 boys, 3 girls. 4 cream, 5 cream, but 1 died, and 8 black ones. So in the beginning, I was like, "Oh, if you've never had puppies, I highly recommend. It's just wonderful. There's nothing better." Because that first 2 weeks was so easy. They were just little things. They did nothing, and she cleaned up. But week 6 to 8, if you don't love them, you'll never make it. And if you just stick them in a pen and don't take care of them, then you shouldn't have them. That's what I think. And if you don't have some help, like Chris helps. He goes to get food. He does sit out here and watch football and basketball. So they are used to him. They're either with him, they're with me, or they're with Quest. I love you. I'm gonna keep him. Look at that. I got Labubu selling. I'm so lucky. I know. It's wonderful. I know. Like, what am I going to do when it's over? What am I going to do? I'm going to have to keep 1 or 2 because I got to have somebody to take outside, and I got to have somebody to clean up poop. And I got to have somebody to talk to. When you don't feel good, you can just come out and rub them and play. Look at them watching their mom. Look at her. There, right there. She's eating their puppy food. Busted. Heidi. Heidi, what are you eating? Huh? What are you doing? She thought I was distracted. Yeah, they're going to go on Friday. Let's see. One goes on Tuesday to my grandson's dad. You think she wants in? You want to get in, Heidi? Come on. Come on. You want to get in? Okay. Um, Sonny Boy is going to go Tuesday because my grandson wants one at his daddy's, but he picked two boys. And then Puddle goes to his mom right here. Is that Puddle? That is Rose. So they'll go. Tuesday, the vet wanted me to bring all 11 to get their shots. And I tried to make the appointment last week. I was crying on the phone. I was like, there's just no way. I can't. There's no way. I can barely do this. I cannot bring 11 puppies to the vet. Sometimes the internet is stressful because you can find out so much information. Lightning. Look at you, how tall you are. Look at you. You're so tall now. Yeah. Look how tall he is. He's like, I'm getting out. They don't care about Aunt Sadie because she never cared about them. Why you got them puffy eyes, huh? Why you got that sad face? Why you got that sad face? Your daddy's watching. Your new dad, your doggy daddy, and your new daddy is watching. And do you know how many toys and how much stuff Josh is going to do for you? Do you have any idea? Huh? Do you have any idea? Violet, you're licking the camera. That's not Heidi. Sadie, come here. That's not your mommy. That's Sadie. Lick the camera. Okay. Yep, these are F1B Golden Doodles. Mommy was red and faded to cream. And Daddy is black, fluffy, curly. Mommy is curly. But see, they have a F1B Golden Doodle. Their mother is a Golden Doodle. Their dad is a poodle. So there's still retriever in there. You don't always get curly. I really wish one of these would come out looking like a black retriever that's only 30 pounds. I think that would be beautiful. I saw a picture on TikTok. It was beautiful. Who's down there sleeping? Oh, you heard me, Doc. Doc is going to Dee Dee. Yes. They are funny little dogs. 7-week-old dogs are crazy. It's like crazy town in here. Crazy town. Quest got all excited whenever the first one of them pooped and then did the spin out with their feet. He keeps asking me when they're going to lift their leg to pee, the boys. He's very concerned about that they're not lifting their leg yet. I want to sit down here at the very end so nobody can get behind me and chew my hair anymore. Okay. There. You're still getting behind me. Okay. There we go. It's cold down there. I thought they'd settle down. How long have you been on here? Violet, you're fighting the biggest boy here. No, you're not. You're fighting the next biggest. Uh-oh, he won. He won. You better run. You better run, Jackie. Oh, they're playing tug of war. They're not really fighting. Just tug of war. It's just tug of war. All right, you two. Sorry, you all. Nobody was hurt. Nobody was hurt. I guess this is what they mean. Because, see, as soon as somebody screamed, like, hurt, then the other two stopped. Come on, come on, come on. No, 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 no. No, we're going to settle down. We're going to settle down. We're going to settle down. No, Jaggy, come on. You're sweet. I hope they're not crazy. They don't act like this all the time. Just this little patch at nighttime. And probably because I'm in here. They get all excited. And I was talking and not paying attention. We're going to calm down. It's time to calm down. No, come on. It's time to calm down. Yes, it's time to calm down. Everybody's worried about you all. Too aggressive. Calm down. Okay, that's a good boy. It's a really good boy. Shh. Come on, come on. No, Violet, you need to calm down. Come here. You get up here. It's you again. No. Come on, I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna hold you too. All I'm doing is holding you. Let's just rest a minute. Let's just rest. Let's just rest. Just relax. Just relax. We can sing Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace. By singing, having them calm down. That's it. Everybody nice and calm. 1 hour before bedtime. Then I gotta take you back out in the cold again in a minute. Shh. Well, you had your little nap and now you're up playing, huh? Right, Thunder? You just needed to. Look how he's still got pink on his nose. And the other one, she's got a little pink. And then Lightning, black. Not sure what that means, but. Puddle. That's Rose. Rose. Come here. What's the matter? What's the matter? Here, you need to use the bathroom? Is that what you're trying to do? There you go. Sorry, Violet. She was whining because she was trying to use the bathroom and didn't have a puppy pad. Isn't that sweet? Because they messed up all the puppy pads. Stop. What's wrong? Everybody need a drink of water after all that craziness? Hmm? They're 7 weeks old and 2 days. Let's give them some water. I hate to even move. I'll give them water before I take them outside. They're going to go outside at 10 o'clock. That's just water. Hey, babies. Look how pretty he is. Who is this? Sunny boy. Everybody lay down, okay? You gotta lay down if you come down here. This is the bedroom. Okay, so I have to do this constantly. They will play with them, but puppy pads, now I know why my dogs, when I got them, came home and they peed on the rug. But you gotta have something in here. I don't want them just peeing on the mat, and there's no way I can catch 11 dogs every time they need to pee. It's not possible. So I told the new owners, Sonny boy, his daddy said, nope, no puppy pads. Gonna crate train him to go outside. Which is, yes, the way you want to do it. Here, get the ball. Go get the ball. Get the ball. You ready? Get the ball. Okay, yes, you better go to sleep. We have a 30 or 2 hour delay. Mom and dad, mom's 30 pounds and daddy is maybe 35. So they're mediums. Right, Dahlia, you go to bed because it's 9. That's good. It's 9:20, time to relax. If they were sleeping, that would help you relax and go to bed. And I will. Oh, I stepped on somebody's foot. Look how big he is. Oh my gosh. Maybe when they get to go out and run and play, they'll. I don't know. When Sadie's only 22 pounds, and she was about that big when we got her. Oh, rubbing your butt. Look at the sweet when it's sleeping. Or what's sleeping until I come and sit down. That's George Washington. I'm hoping that one of them looks like a golden retriever. Other people might not if they're wanting a golden doodle, but mommy's curly. You all saw her, so either have to brush her every other day, and I still end up having to take her to the groomer because she gets so curly. The zoysia grass sticks to her feet, and she drags it in the house and sticks and everything, or their hair mats. But I've never had a golden retriever. My sister did. They're beautiful, and people love them. I mean, I watch all those TikToks with them. Very smart dog too, right? Now, the non-shedding, that comes from the poodle, I think. I used to work at a groomer. And do you know, I don't remember a golden retriever coming in about a month. I did a couple of German shepherds. Maybe people don't have to take their golden retrievers to the groomer. But like a German shepherd, I would wash them and blow dry them. It took like 2 hours. Brush them and brush them and brush them. I told him before that being a dog groomer is a very good job. Oh, poodles have hair, not fur. Huh. Look how straight. Look how straight hers is. She's the only one that might look like a retriever, but she's black. Or that's what Chat GPT said. See the wavy, curly, and this? I don't know. What is this? It's not flat. It's straight, but it's fluffy. Look at his face. And look at her face. Her face is flat. They don't shed because it's hair. It just grows longer. I read that when I put up a picture and asked what they would look like what their hair would look like. And on the ones that are going to look like a poodle, it's Chat GPT said they won't shed. It'll just grow longer. So fur grows to a certain length and then sheds. Huh. You learn something every day. I swear I didn't know that. This one has poodle hair. Here's the difference. Okay, that's the straightest one I got. All right. And then I have this one, which is a wavy. And then he's twin. But then I have this one. Look at that. I mean, curly right from birth. So those are the four. They're golden doodles. Okay, she still said this one has poodle hair, which of course they do. I mean, it would be crazy for one to come out and all that because they're 3/4 poodle. But it could happen. So this is all poodle hair. She has a curly face. Because a lot of people they're worried like they don't want them to not be curly, right? But after you have a curly dog, I'm cool with it not being curly. Because this right here is really, really pretty. But whenever I take Heidi to the groomer and they cut her all the way down, she looks so silly. It's so funny. And then she's cold. Them two. Rose and Violet, the two girls. Oh, he was? Thunder, you weren't in on it. I don't believe that, not Thunder. You weren't in on it, were you? You were? Thunder. No way. Your dad's a dog trainer. That is awesome. I love just me taking them out every day and them learning to poop outside. I've been so proud of myself. Like it feels good. It feels really good. I give them water, they come outside, and then they go poop. And it's been a week and a half. I'm super proud of them, super proud of myself. So I can't imagine. I mean, I've taught Heidi to shake and to sit, but she don't won't stay. So does your dad, what's he think about the pads? Yeah, I haven't been here now, but I know that when I bring a puppy home, I've never used pads. Or when I brought my puppy home 4 months ago, or ever, I never used pads. I just took him out of the crate and took him outside. It didn't always work. Heidi was 16 weeks when I got her, and she would sneak off and go pee on the rug after me taking her outside. I was so aggravated. And now after I've had these puppies, I'm thinking she was trained on puppy pads. Maybe just like I'm doing, like just to save myself. I put the puppy pads down in case they use the bathroom, and then I can just pick up the pads. Right. She just said pads teach them to go to the bathroom inside. So I should take them away. They're all sold but three, and they go home on Friday. They're 8 weeks old on Saturday. So that's why I'm doing this every night, because today I took them in and made individual videos of them and just let them hang out with me like they were my puppy. They all did good in the house. But yeah, it's going to be hard. I'm glad I get to at least keep three for a little bit. Maybe I can really train them. Keep them in the crate, take them out to use the bathroom. I guess what? Just watch for them to circle. Yes, you should adopt. I'm not arguing that. We should adopt children too. Right, Ryan? I say that from working at school. Too many kids that live in foster homes and live in children's society, but they don't. So, Addie, yes, I just watch for them to do the circle thing and then grab them and take them outside. And that's why potty training, it really, sometimes I think men do really good because they watch. Like Chris really watches everything the puppies do. I don't. I'm up washing dishes and doing whatever. They're golden doodles. Ryan, how old are you? Tell me that first. Tell me who I'm talking to. 41. Okay. I am 55. So these dogs cost 1,500. And this is what I'm going to tell you. My cousin breeds them, trains them. If they are elementary trained, they are 8,000. If they go through high school training, I don't even know, 15,000. And if they're a therapy dog, they're 21,000. And she sells them. Hospitals buy them. People are just ridiculous rich. Yeah, they are. They're ridiculous rich. I'm 55 years old. The first dog I got because she couldn't sell it and it wasn't curly because people only want curly dogs in 2008. And then, yeah, I loved that dog so much that I bought one. I got a gift. Thank you, Nadia. While I'm sitting here explaining myself for being a perfect, terrible person. Oh, you sent me a party hat. Thank you, Nadia. I don't know, Ron. I mean, I don't know. Is there something wrong with people deciding what kind of dog that they want? I mean, people treat dogs like kids now. A lot of them do. And they decide what kind they want, what temperament, all that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying you can't go to the pound and get a wonderful dog. We had a wonderful dog from the pound growing up. And here I am having puppies. And so when they're purebred champions, I'm sure there are a lot too. I'm in West Virginia. I'm in West Virginia. Ryan, have you never heard of a golden doodle? I'm just curious. Most people have. They call them mutts, by the way, because they're a golden retriever and a poodle. Oh, they call them designer dogs too. You're in Florida, Addie. Yes. I wish I was in Florida. 19 degrees outside. I had a Labradoodle the first time. That's what my cousin was selling and couldn't sell, the one that wasn't curly, and that was the best, greatest dog ever. And then when she passed away, I wanted another dog, and of course I wanted one from her because Lily was so good. But by then she only had golden doodles and Aussie doodles. But I didn't want an Aussie doodle. I feel like I'm getting bigger. Yeah. What's the temperature in Florida? I don't even know if I should ask you. Maybe I don't want to know. Look, we got one asleep, two asleep, three asleep, four, five, six. Oh, Canute, seven. Now it's going down. Eight, nine. She don't want to go to sleep. Look, she's gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Just relax, God. Just relax. You're going to sleep. We're gonna count down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Just relax. This is why you don't let one nap while the rest play. I gave two to my grandson, one to my mother-in-law in South Carolina, a little baby boy. Is that it? Oh, and one the daddy, my brother-in-law gets. He wanted a puppy because Dax is so old, and then I have three left, so I haven't sold that many. Little Marley Joe. Josh is like, they're still for sale. I don't know, Josh. I want to keep these three for a little while. I think I'm gonna trade them. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna not have dogs, Josh? I think they look like golden retrievers, but if they come out looking like golden retrievers, okay, the people that bought them, they bought the cream colored ones. Bam, right off the bat. That's who they wanted. We like the black ones. My grandson picked out the two black ones. Yeah, I'm gonna be depressed on Christmas if I don't still have some puppies to take care of. This is lightning. Look at that. Can you see? Look at the hair. Josh, you sure? You don't want Mr. Softness here? Guess who the biggest boy is, Josh? You're not going to believe it. I hope, I mean, these are, they seem to be smart already. Some of them are listening to me. Some of them watch me all the time to see what I'm doing. I mean, it's hard to tell when they're this little. What, that's about an inch long. How'd you know that? How'd you know that, Josh? Could just not joggy. No, look right here. This is the biggest. This is the biggest. Canute, the Viking. Look at him. He's it. All muscle. And then he, right here, the other big one, Thunder. All muscle. 8.2. Canute is 8.2 pounds. Thunder's the biggest? I think I wrote that wrong. Because Canute's definitely the biggest. My Marley boss gave me, my Marley, my boss gave me. He was 2 years old after my daddy passed away. Helped me grieve. Marley saved my life. I believe that. Saved your life. Yep. I mean, because like Heidi, their mom, she loves me. And I love her. And like that night, I was having such a hard time. I laid in bed and held her, and I was like, can we do it? Can we do it, Heidi? Are we going to make it? Good night, Paula. You have a Merry Christmas. And thank you for teaching me about the hair. I think that's really neat. You would have thought I would have already known that, but I didn't. But you have a Merry Christmas. Okay, so we're down to she went to sleep. They say that poodles are smart too, and a golden retriever, and maybe that's why these are pretty smart. Golden retrievers are just beautiful. And that like the number one dog that people want. That's probably why they like these golden ones. It's hard whenever Josh would tell people about dogs, he'd say, I have a black golden doodle. Wonder how that even got mixed up in there from a black poodle? Because golden retrievers are gold, period. Okay. I'm going to take him outside in a little bit. Then we'll come back and do this all over again. And they need to go to sleep. They all think he's a labradoodle because labradoodles were black. Yes. I believe that. Okay. Yeah, so the big man Canute right here, I like him. And he doesn't even eat all the food. You know who eats all the food? Fluff Ball here. Oh. Well, maybe you can train them easier at 2 because they're already old enough and listen and loved you and wanted to please you. He didn't know how to do anything when you got him. Ouch. And see, I have a cut on my finger from a can of tomatoes. And me petting their paws, I just hit it. But anyways, you trained him. Yeah. I love training a dog to do something. Red and dark red too. Okay, yeah, you're right. The red retrievers are beautiful. I knew that because Heidi was red, but she faded. And they said that's from having a gene from a poodle, a receding color or fading color gene. Well, I think when you're like one on one with a dog and you're really paying attention to him, the dog learns just from being with you. I really do. Because they want to make us happy, just like little kids do. Something to say? Princess come walking up looking right at the phone. I wonder if this phone really it sets the dogs notice the phone big time. I bet you it does put out a bunch of energy. Probably bad energy like everything says. Okay. We're taking a little nap before I'm gonna take them out to potty again tonight just to save myself all the trouble in the morning and so they don't get used to using the bathroom in the house because we're doing it right. Princess the only one left up. I'm sure she'll go to sleep when I quit talking. The happy part is so cute. I like that. Okay, good night, everybody. Have a Merry Christmas, or I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm taking like 6 of them to the vet. I'm excited. I'm not excited. I don't want the vet telling me how bad I am for having puppies. Okay, everybody have a good evening. Bye bye.